Hello debaters, welcome back to my video lesson. In today's video, I'm going to talk about what are the responsibilities of leader of opposition speaker in BP debate. If you want to know more about what are the responsibilities, keep watching the video, don't skip it. Let's take a look at three major parts that should be performed in your speech as leader of opposition. Number one, accepts or rejects the definition of the motion. Number two, refutes or rebuts the case of the first proposition. Number three, constructs one or more arguments against the Prime Minister's interpretations of the motion. Let's take a look one by one about the elements of leader of opposition speech in BP debate. First, in most ordinary situations, the leader of opposition should explicitly accept the definition and interpretations of the motion as presented by the Prime Minister. In extraordinary cases, when the definition is completely unreasonable as to preclude meaningful debate, the leader of the opposition has the right to reject the definitions. But the problem with rejecting the definition is that such an action will ultimately lead to a very bad debate, and the first opposition, in this case the leader of opposition, likely will get blamed. Therefore, even if the event of an unreasonable definition, the leader of the opposition should point out to the judge and the audience that the definition or interpretations presented by the Prime Minister is unreasonable, and they should go ahead and accept the definition for the purposes of the current debate. Number two is rebuttal and refutations. The leader of opposition should refute and rebut part or all of the Prime Minister's arguments for the motions. Because of the limits of time, the leader of opposition cannot reasonably expect to refute or rebut all of the Prime Minister's arguments. So the proper goal is to select and refute the most important arguments presented by the Prime Ministers. But if you have enough time to rebut all of the arguments presented by the Prime Minister, it will be much better to strengthen your position as leader of opposition. And number three, the leader of opposition should present one, two, or even three arguments directed against the Prime Minister's interpretations of the motions. These arguments are different from those arguments offered in refutations or rebuttals. They should consist of the most persuasive reasons that the leader of oppositions can present to convince the audience to reject the proposition. But currently, there are so many debaters also collaborating the rebuttals or refutations with their constructive arguments. It's also acceptable as long as you can differentiate which one is your rebuttal and which one is your explanation of your constructive arguments. But if you want to make it easier, you can separate between your rebuttals or refutations and your constructive arguments. That's all about the job or the responsibilities of leader of oppositions. If you have questions, leave questions below. Don't forget to like, share this video. If you haven't subscribed my YouTube channel, subscribe, push the button for more videos from me. Thank you very much for watching. Ta-ta for now.